am here with one of Child Help's therapists. Would you care to state your name?
Hannah Rodner.
Okay. And obviously, as I stated, you're a therapist here, right?
Yes.
What is your specific title?
Therapist level 2.
And how long have you been with Child Help?
Just under 2 years.
Okay. So you're liking it pretty well?
Yes.
Great. And obviously, being a therapist for Child Help, you work pretty closely with the children, right?
Yes.
Could you explain?
I work daily with the children we serve and their families.
Okay. And could you explain what you do here at Child Help?
So for just someone off the streets trying to know what we do, I'll meet individually with the kids that I work with and the families. I primarily work with kids who've been sexually abused, severely physically abused, or those who've experienced witnessing domestic violence. A lot of times I work with kids in foster care.
Okay. And then how would you explain that if you were going to explain it to like one of the children coming in?
To the kids that come in, well, it depends on the age. I work with a lot of littles. So with the littles, hey, we're gonna meet, we're gonna talk about some things. Sometimes we talk about things like school and things that you like to do. Sometimes we talk about your family. Sometimes we talk about some of the scary things that have happened. And sometimes we talk about your friends and the sports and stuff that you do. And if I've already met with the caregiver, I already know some of the things that they like. So I might throw out baseball or, something that I know that they're already interested in.
Sure.
So,
Kind of keeping it relatable.
yes. And keeping it light so they know that their focus is to work on the trauma, and they know that I know about that, but also I want to know them as a person too.
So in almost 2 years, do you have any success stories that you'd like to share?
Yes. So I was working with one little girl. She had came pretty soon after she had her forensic interview. She had been sexually abused by an older family member and had become pregnant as a result. She actually didn't know that the abuse could have caused a pregnancy, so she was very young and naive in relation to that. I worked with her through her pregnancy, the delivery, and then when she had to go to court to testify against her abuser. I was with her through that process, and I got to see that and really walk with her on her journey of healing. So it's been nice to see where she started and where she is now.
Sure.
Her baby's a little over a year old.
Wow.
So being able to see that journey with her.
So you being a therapist here, or do you have any specific certifications, any different types of therapies that you work with?
Yeah, so I'm certified in PCIT, Parent-Child Interaction Therapy, and I'm also trained in EMDR. I'm going through the certification process for EMDR, movement desensitization and reprocessing, and then I've been trained in TFCBT, trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy.
Wow. Okay. So a lot of those are pretty rare in this area, correct?
PCIT is very rare right now. I know there's a lot of referral need for that. EMDR, there's some people trained in it, but a lot of people aren't certified in it, so being able to be certified is important.
Yeah. So in 2 years of working here, you've already said that you really like it. What is the unique and special thing that keeps you here? What makes it so special to work with Child Help?
I think what makes this job different than a lot of jobs, specifically talking about the mental health field, is you really get to walk with a child from the time they make an abuse disclosure through their healing journey. You get to see that process through. You see where they come in, you see where they don't feel safe. They don't have that self-esteem. They feel like the abuse was their fault, and then you get to see them progress. So this is really one of the few opportunities you really get to see that whole process through with a child and to be that support person for them and really get the honor of walking with them through their healing journey.
Yeah, that's great. Well, that's all I've got for you today. So I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me.